I decided to start the video somewhere else this time because the control room is kind of getting boring, and Coffee is on one of his moods. So welcome back to the Desolate Hope. Previously defeated the last virus of Malenza's simulation. We can actually go back and talk to him, but he doesn't have much to say about it. Actually, he's a little bit moody too. Everybody's in a mood today. You know what? Mirad looks like a pretty chill person. And I can't talk to Amos because he's currently digital code. Completely inoperative. We already dealt with one of the viruses here, Negmanity. We're gonna have to deal with a couple more, so we can finish off Mirad more. But there's some other places I want to go around here too. This place is one huge underwater maze. And sometimes I just don't want to deal with it, but today's not one of those days. We got minigames start from that sub-game I did the last video. And I can set that to minigame autoplay, so every time I start a minigame, I get a free 10 seconds of autoplay. Which is pretty good when you don't have your buttons set up yet. Around this area there's lots of destroyable walls and blocks, but I'm not exactly sure where they are. So usually I just end up shooting the walls willy-nilly, hoping one of them will explode. But I came down here to visit the Algo. That's right, hey Algal, how you doing? He has more buffs for us. This lets debuffs on the enemy like burns and poison last longer, so it makes Toxin Laser a lot more useful. This keeps status effects off me because the bosses are going to start using those like crazy. This, I don't know what it does, but it says weaken, so I like it. And of course the standard accuracy and dodge buffs. Which means my on-miss stun ability is now a little bit less useful because I don't miss as often. But I really don't know what else I could actually put on that, so having a 1-second stun is good enough, especially when I start hurling out attacks like crazy. Because we all saw what happened to Viren. He couldn't do anything, or barely anything anyway. Over there, that room that we saw when I was rising up, that's just another minigame area, or sub-game area. So I'm not going to head to that just yet, I'll do that on the off-screen between videos. I did do some farming though, check out all the bits I have. I had almost 3,000 and now I do not. Hey Mirad, how you doing? Yep, it took an important system off of Mirad. Something that would exchange human minds into simulations. And also Mirad is detecting some kind of spirits. There's one that keeps coming and going, another one changes itself every time. Another one is modifying things. He's trying to save her. Which is her? Who's her? This spirit has gotten a bad deal in life. She's been ripped and torn apart, just like the simulations. Could it be that these viruses aren't viruses at all? Maybe this station is haunted. Maybe they're ghosts. Think about that. Maybe this station did have human inhabitants at one time. But then why don't any of the robots know about it? This is the area we have to go down. But I'm a little intrigued about what's going on here. Why do we have ghosts all of a sudden? Robot spirits, something like that. There isn't a breakable wall, like right around here somewhere. Yep, right there. It just leads to some eggs though. Like this pink egg. I might as well pick it up, even though Negmanity still isn't really all that of a threat. Compared to Teratotic, which is like the how to not die to a virus boss, Negmanity is a little bit more violent. A little bit more combat ready. Has lots of status effects that are designed to mess you up. Has abilities that could deal lots of damage to you, especially to your whole party. Especially when they're under-leveled like my team. Maybe I should spend a few nights and level them up so the HP isn't so dismal. Because Alphys, I haven't found a lot of snow globes for Alphys, and he's probably feeling bummed out that I'm delivering all these toys and portraits and clocks. I've been finding lots of portraits and clocks this playthrough. He's gonna have to deal with it. We have to deal with Negmanity right now. Negmanity 2.0. I wish these windows would load faster. I keep on running out of things to say when we're waiting for Virus to show up. These viruses need to get on the ball. I need to murder them faster. As you can see, Malens is now the most powerful robot I have right now. Okay, you know what? Minigames off the bat, they get 10 seconds of free autoplay anyway, and I don't want to get wrecked. So how about an invulnerability button? Yeah! Invulnerability keeps us from taking damage, which is darn useful when you're fighting higher bosses. Also, Med Beacon heals everybody and takes off status effects. Gridstorm is a periodic ability that slows people down. And I don't like this. This is what I said about status effects. This is Hackworm. I can now not see what I'm doing half the time, which annoys me. That's pretty much all this thing does is annoy people. And that upsets me a lot. You can't cure this with your status heals, either. I can't even show you what's going on. I'm just, like, blindly hitting buttons and hoping that pain happens. I couldn't even replenish my autoplay. Hackworm is one of the prime examples why you want a null charge ability that gives you lots and lots of null charges. Because otherwise it gets really, really annoying really quickly. And it upsets me in profound ways. Split Thunder is Negmanity's version of the Digitoaster. It just does some regular damage, and that's about it. Note to self, in the future, do not let Negmanity or anybody else use Hackworm. There is another boss that really loves Hackworm, and we're going to be actually going to him next in Alphys' simulation. I'm not going to relish that, especially when these bosses are getting incrementally more powerful. Sure, this Negmanity was a piece of cake, but just wait till we get to the 3rd and 4th areas. The final bosses of those could actually kill my team, even with all the buffs and some decent levels. I'm not even going to dignify Coffee anymore. Coffee, I don't know what's with him. At least Deco's on the ball. It's like we found some kind of supplementary subroutine. It actually accommodates for less than developed intelligence. It actually lets a program take over. It's kind of like RAM. So, Mirad was expecting something that less than developed to enter the simulations? What use would that be? Trees, bunnies, flowers, systems that supplement intelligence, it's all useless. Everything's useless. You're dumb and stupid looking. Well, okay, then what do you think about Mirad saying there's ghosts on the station? Yeah, Mirad's a crazy person. Don't listen to her. Seriously? Ghosts? We're supposed to be robots. We're logical. We don't believe in ghosts. Well, at least we saved another part of Mirad's simulation. She could work on this underdeveloped human's ability to enter simulations. You know, we're heading right back inside. We're gonna kill another Negmanity. Why the heck not? Color me intrigued on the whole spirit thing, Mirad. I'll follow your logic at least for a little while. Yeah, if we went back to Malens after we defeat the Viren in his simulation, he's all like, all is lost, my simulation can't make it. That's pretty much all he says. You know what? Malens is not the center of anybody's universe, except, you know, his own. Except for Malinville. That guy's a megalomaniac, or... is that the correct term for that guy? I don't even know. I have an assumption why sometimes I get a bit, and then also not get a bit. I think the bit is trying to track itself to where my bit score is, but since the screen is moving, the bit score is also moving, and the bit misses my score. Because I need to show something off. I need to find a cluster of bits that are high up on the screen. I need to show this off. I'm compelled to now. It's a very weird glitch. I don't know if Scott put that in intentionally, or he just didn't think enough about it. I think we could go down this one. No, it's gonna be, gotta be a hole over. I know there's a cluster of bits around here that if you hit them with the bit score, it'll do something. I think it might be over in that direction. Or maybe that's just one big watery void that I'll never enter. Yeah, I have an assumption that that's just a big watery void. I need to find a cluster of bits. Hey guys, have you seen any clusters of bits around here? I need to show something off to the viewers. I need to add some content besides me blowing up Negmanity. I have a feeling I'm going in the right direction. No, this is just another way to get to Unam. Ugh. You know what? After we beat Negmanity 2.0, I'll put a pin in it, I'll find where the trick is, and then show you it. It's just weird. You know what? Do I really need to waste time showing you this? I asked this as I've already wasted time trying to show you it. But, yeah. It collects the bits that impact your little bit score. You don't even need to pick them up. But there's so few bits that are actually in the right position that it's kind of pointless. So let's just go ahead and defeat this next Negmanity. Surprisingly, Negmanity is hiding out right underneath Mirad. It's like she just took a page out of Tarot Totik's book or something. There's a bunch of interesting stuff going on. There's a sub-game over there that I could grab. But I'm heading for viruses. Today is virus fighting day. Every day that ends at Y, I fight virus. Oh, hey. Did I not talk to her? Did they not? Oh, you know what I didn't do? I wasn't out of the water long enough for Coffee to tell me that he flagged the virus. So, let's see if I could manipulate a flag. Yeah, that's right. If you're underwater, then Coffee can't talk to you. I don't know why. It's just strange. Oh, I didn't even talk to Mirad. Yeah, I got off track. There's 6 levels of antivirus protection, but they're all failing. Well, where are they? Why does the video game have to do it? We're gonna have to choose a simulation yet again. You know what, Mirad, you're one of the top. You're one of the top 2. Especially since you're also detecting ghosts inside the station. So she's actually inside the station, then where is this ghost person? Is it even a ghost person? Maybe it's a survivor. But how is he living this long, though? Maybe Negmanity has answers. You better have some answers, Negmanity, or I'm gonna blow you up like the rest of your virus kin. And please don't hackworm me anymore. I just can't deal with that. Hackworming makes me upset. It's the worst status effect in the game, except for one that makes your damage bounce back at you, and another one that could kill you very quickly. Like that! Look at the death going on! Bad Negmanity. I don't like your virus face. I don't like anything about your virus face. This is why I'm going to do Chill Charger. Chill Charger is the same as a Null Charge. So, I basically got a free Null Charge off of Algo. The most useful thing you can do, though, with Algo is use a pep talk, because it fills up your buttons, gives you all the buffs, and it's just generally great. There's so much I don't really think I touched on now. I think I've touched on pretty much everything the abilities have to offer. The rest of them are kind of explanatory. We do have boss abilities, though. That's the Cosmic Sponge. It heals for 2/3 of the boss's health. This is why we need Null Charge, because that's another ability that really demands that you have it. Let's see, what else can I do that's interesting? I've mentioned Grid Storm. Mega Charge is basically just like a charge button, but it works for everybody but Malens, obviously. Slug Virus slows people down. Rise Claw is pretty good. So is Psycracker. This enemy does not have a lot of health. I'm just gonna start doing more things, like getting Biobeta killed, and then killing her dead. I wish these bosses weren't made as much taffy as they are. It would be cool if there was like a New Game Plus to the Desolate Hope, where you could fight bosses that scale to your team's level. So if you're a max level, which is I think like level 30 or something, you'd be able to fight a Negmanity and get to see all that she has to offer. Or you could just play it blind, and Negmanity could throw you for a loop and destroy you really easily. My highest level is when I didn't know anything about the game. It's not part of the simulation at all. What is it? It's a sleep mode. Wait a second. Sleep mode is a good thing. Why is it stealing good things? Looks like these derelicts cannot shut down unless their mission is accomplished. It's just ending up to be a pointless venture at this point. Mirad was working on a solution to it. It looks like the virus stole it from her. She hasn't been able to change the parameters of the mission yet, though. They really need some sleep. You know what happens to people? Well, imagine that tenfold. That's what's happening to robots right now. I kind of feel bad for these guys. Imagine that. Imagine not being able to sleep and doing complex computations every day. I feel for you, Mirad. Next time on The Desolate Hope, we finish off the final boss of Mirad's simulation, and then we could go ahead and move on to Alphys's simulation. We've only paid a brief visit there to get some power. I wonder what's going on with him. I mean, Malenza's kind of a little obsessed about his simulation. Mirad's a little bit on a paranormal kick right now. What is going on inside Alphys's head? We'll find out next time. Good night, folks.